you're taking these older shoes. Are they all used? Are you always upcycling used sneakers into the final project?
It's a great question. A lot of them are like lightly used. We refer to them. There's like two categories that I play in, and they are abbreviated as like DS or VNDS, where DS is dead stock and VNDS is like very near dead stock. These are
Gotcha.
like commonly used words in like sneaker culture. But I say that because there's a lot of shoes, like before the internet, this is like a real big part of the story because before the internet, product was introduced to people through like mom and pop shops or
Hmm.
catalogs or in the malls or, these big department stores. And there was a lot of like consumer neglect. For example, I deal with a lot of my bread and butter is 90s Nike, whether it's like ACG or sportswear. Nike has always been a very desirable brand, but a lot of these hiking boots that Nike was doing weren't really received that well. Now they're extremely sought after and they're
Hmm.
like retroing these models, but it's worth saying because in the 90s they were not consumed, they were not bought, they were often discounted heavily. And you can find a lot of these pairs like brand new. It's getting harder and harder as the market catches on, but um, these shoes essentially from the 90s are just not worn because nobody wanted them. And the only feedback that designers or like brands like Nike could get was to just put it out there and then, like you test and you respond. So like my upcycling comes from sourcing things that I have in mind and that I want to work with, but also
Hmm.
filtering through what's available. So it's like lightly worn shoes that just over 20 years, 30 years, the soles have degraded. Whereas like
Hmm.
the upper is still very, very great
Super
condition,
functional. Yeah.
near brand new. But the soles, just the degrading of the materials didn't withstand the test of time. So like
Hmm.
leather upper, perfect. It's gonna last a very long time. But the EVAs and the synthetic rubbers and soles and glues, they just break down and fall apart essentially, leaving just the upper left.